Hey guys, so we're back, and I have been feeding this kefir over the last few days or so, um, and I've been changing the milk out and increasing the volume of the milk by half a cup each time. And so as you can see, it's gotten thick, and so I think this is ready. So I was kind of wondering the last time I did this if it was ready, and I think we are there. So I'm actually going to go ahead and strain it out, and then instead of using cow's milk, which is what the recommendation in the instructions is to activate with cow's milk, we have some goat's milk, fresh goat's milk, that we are going to go ahead and make goat kefir um, with the grains. So we're going to get this cleaned out here and get it. I just want to strain it so I can get the grains back out. Don't want to lose my grains. And so when I move this around, it just kind of helps move the grains so they aren't clogging the fine mesh, because you'll see there'll be quite a few grains. Um, the dog is smelling it, and he knows something's up, because the dogs love the goat's milk, and they like the kefir too, actually. Oops. So, well, I'm making a small mess, but you know that happens, so we'll just make the mess and work through it. It'd be handy if I had. Oh yeah, that might be handy. Sure, bring it on. Okay, thank you. Let's give this a try and see if this helps. Oh, yeah, that's very helpful. Thank you. And this is why you have a husband, because they get to help be part of the brains behind all of the things that you do. You get into so many things, and you just realize having somebody else's perspective and thoughts and sharing ideas is incredibly valuable. So that helps stable it and make it steady. The other thing I could do, and maybe I will do actually, is this kefir that we have, I may just let it sit out without the grains in it and let it continue to ferment, which it will continue to do. Even when the grains are out of it, it'll keep fermenting, and just let it go, and then it'll go to curds and whey, and then I can strain the curds and whey out and then have kefir cheese. I actually got a book at the library the other day. It has actually a lot of good recipes in it for using the kefir, and I'll have to share that. Well, if you're interested, leave a message in the comments, and then I can get that information for you. And if you like this video, if you find it helpful, then hit like so I know, and feel free to add things in the comments if you have, if I've talked about something and you're like, yeah, tell me more about that or whatever, just let me know. Okay, so you can see some of those. This is like taking a long time for you guys to have to watch, and I try to keep this. I try to make the. You need to get down, please. Get down. Thank you. I try to make these. I call them my ADD videos, basically, because I try and keep them short, to the point. And let you go on about your business. Just give you the idea of what's going on, not have to take you through the whole process too much. Okay, so I'm wanting you to see some of these grains, so I'm just going to let this go ahead and see how it's thick right there? Those are actually, you see those thick, those are the grains. So if I was to run water over this, which when I clean out my strainer I actually do, make sure I rinse it off and get all of the grains out of the mesh, because they're very important. And I don't want to like send my kefir grains down the drain when they're valuable. And they will get bigger and they will multiply. And so you can get to a point where you have more grains than you actually need, and people will barter you for kefir grains. I actually saw it on Facebook that somebody was like, "Hey, I've got such and such, and I'd like to trade it for some such and such for kefir grains." So, I mean, I think they're valuable because kefir is incredibly beneficial to your body. So it's putting it full of prebiotics, probiotics, not sorry. And then the thing that's different between kefir and yogurt, I was just reading this book and it was talking about that, is the kefir yogurt actually sits in your guts a lot longer than the yogurt probiotics. So I'm just going to show you, because this is it, guys. This is it. Some milk with the kefir grains, and yeah, I still have more to strain out, and there will be more kefir grains, and then I'll put them in. But I just really wanted to show you how easy this is to do, and that's really all there is to it. And then I just take a coffee filter and a rubber band, and then I leave this sit on the counter until it starts to thicken, and then I strain it out, and then I let it sit and continue to do its culturing and fermenting on the counter. So that's it. And we will have kefir, goat milk kefir soon, and then I'll let this go, and then we'll have kefir cheese. Thanks, guys.